Hey guys, it's Scooch here and I was just at the Dublin Open 2022. The competition was only on for one day, but it had 3 2x2 rounds. So my goal was to improve my national record average of 2.34, which as some of you may know was originally 1.99, but it got changed by the WCA. I'm not going to tell the story here, but you can watch my previous competition video for the full story. So for this comp, I just wanted to improve the record. I wasn't going for a sub 2, but obviously it would be nice if I got it. So it was time for 2x2 round 1. The first scramble was really decent. I went for a solution with the rotation for some reason. This definitely wasn't the best solution, but I still just barely got a sub 2. This second solve was cool. It was a 4-move face into a pretty bad algorithm, but I was able to cancel into it and there's no AUF. Normally when I try cancel into the algorithm, I severely mess up, but I executed it really well here. The third scramble was okay. It had an easy face, but the last layer algorithm was kind of bad. I still got an okay time. At this point, all I need is a 2.64 or less for national record. But then on the fourth solve, this happened. This scramble was amazing. It had a really basic solution, but for whatever reason, I just didn't turn the top face before doing the algorithm. Nerves really must have got to me there because I barely ever make that mistake. So it came down to the final solve, and again, I just need a time of 2.64 or less. I was pretty nervous because of what happened in the last solve, but luckily this scramble was also quite decent, and this happened. .216, resulting in a national record average of 2.18.
Right in the time. Colin, you know I'll come next meeting or check the scrambles, okay?
Yeah.
Are you better off doing it now?
Oh wait, I can do a team on resolve.
Huh?
If there's a re-scramble.
I'd rather just check the video.
Yeah, okay.
I'd rather just. You're better off doing it now.
So here, Sean quickly reminded me to check the scrambles straight away. If you watched this video, then you would know why. And what I was referring to there was when Timon Kolodziejski, who is actually over there somewhere, when he had a missed scramble in his world record average, but then came back, did the resolve and got the world record anyway. So we checked the videos and luckily there are no missed scrambles or duplicate scrambles this time. So the national record is perfectly fine, but I was a bit annoyed because if I didn't DNF that 1.80, it would have been a sub 2 average, but I was still really happy. So after a while, it was time for the second round. As I just got national record, I basically had no nerves, which is rare for me. The first scramble was alright. It was an easy layer into probably the worst CLL, but I executed it really well. The second scramble was really nice. My turning could have been a lot better here, but I still got a good time. The third scramble was really good, but I didn't know how to predict the AUF for the case I got, so I still got a good time even though I kind of had to safety it. With a 2.09, 2.07 and 2.11, I just need a time of 2.32 or less to get an R yet again. And on the fourth solve, this happened.
I got lots of this. What is this?
Nothing annoying. Bro, I'm so consistent. Look at this. What is going on?
I just got back-to-back national records. I was really relieved here because this scramble wasn't the best and I knew I could mess it up really easily, but I executed it just how I wanted to. Anyway, I improved the NR average down to 2.09. For the last solve, I didn't really care what I got because the best possible average was barely lower than what I already have, just because my times are so consistent. The scramble was kind of trash anyway and I got a mid 2.
Still an R.
Afterwards, I again checked the scrambles with the delegate just to make sure and everything was good. Now, believe it or not, the 2x2 national records in this competition doesn't end there. There was yet another NR in the finals of 2x2, but it wasn't by me. Here's what happened. Because I got so close to getting a sub 2 average last round, for the finals I didn't care about winning, I wanted the sub 2. The problem is when I have that in mind, I try to turn way faster than I need to, and that makes me mess up a lot. I really regret trying to turn fast because these scrambles were so good. Everyone was getting their personal records except for me. The second solve was pretty clean, but then on the third scramble, Scott Fargus, who is one of Ireland's best overall cubers, got a 0.77 national record, which at the time was 91st in the world. Apparently, there is a 5 mover on this scramble, which I just completely missed. The first solution I looked at was also amazing. It was 11 moves. So I stopped looking for other solutions, which is a huge mistake. So on the national record scramble, I did this.
Still 2.7.
That was the easiest scramble in the history of scrambles.
What you?
When I dropped the cube, I remember looking down at the timer and seeing 1.4. So it would have been PR, but it's still twice as slow as Scott's time, so who really cares? Now, I'm not one to blame my bad times on other things, but like, come on, what is this? I swear, the sun just wants me to fail, like, I couldn't see a thing. Okay, that was an exaggeration, but anyway, I got a 4 in this solve.
Okay, nice.
At this point, I'm like dead inside, I just saved you the final solve. For the finals, I got an average of 2.66. This isn't too bad, but I retried the scrambles the next day and I got a sub 2 average so effortlessly. This is why you don't turn your max speed when going for your best average in competition. Everyone has been talking about the great times they were getting, so I was doubtful I won, but we later found out that me and Richard actually tied. I thought we would just both get first place, but because I got a faster single, I won and he got second.
And in first place, with also an average of 2.66 for a slightly faster single, Colin Doherty.
Sorry.
Make it cool off. Make it cool off.
Yeah.